Matisse Magic by the Los Altos art docents. Henri Matisse is a French artist who painted beautiful pictures at his easel for many years. Then he became ill and had to stay in his bed or wheelchair. He still wanted to create art, so he worked from either his bed or wheelchair with a pair of scissors and colored paper. When you've been sick, has Mom or Dad ever told you to stay in bed? What did you do to entertain yourself? Matisse loved bright colors. He would sometimes paste one color on top of another, or one shape on top of another. He cut curvy shapes and straight edge shapes, shapes that looked like seashells, fish, or vegetables, leaves, birds, and flowers. What kinds of shapes do you see? Can you find a shape which is repeated? What kinds of colors did Matisse use? Do you see some warm colors, such as yellow, orange, or red? How about cool colors, like green, blues, or violets? Here's a color wheel. Do you remember what complementary colors are? They are a primary color and the secondary color that is across from it on the color wheel. For example, red and green are complementary colors. When you put them next to each other, they catch your attention more. For our project today, you'll need scissors, glue or tape, 3 sheets of colored paper. Try to find 2 that are complementary colors, and then the third can be any color, and a piece of white paper for the background. Cut your colored papers in half, as we only need to use half sheets for this project. Save the other half for another project. With one of our colored pieces of paper, let's cut out a curvy shape. Go in the front door. Cut slowly and carefully. Make this shape as large as possible. Turn the paper rather than the scissors to make the cutting easier. Cut all around the shape without going off the edge until you're back where you started to cut and go back out the front door. Save both the shape and the outside. Now let's take another color and cut 2 shapes at one time using straight edges. Fold the paper in half like a hamburger fold and cut out a shape using straight lines and angles. Cut all around the shape and try not to go off the edge, but if you do like me, that's okay, just keep going. And let's save both the cut shape, the inside shape, and the outside shape. With the third sheet of paper, we're going to fold it in half in a hamburger fold again and cut out 2 shapes, but this time cut out a shape with round and straight edges. Save your inside and outside shapes. Now we're going to put our shapes together to make a composition on our white paper. Matisse would move his shapes around until he was pleased with the arrangement. Let's overlap some of the shapes and repeat colors and shapes like Matisse. Empty spaces were just as important to Matisse as the shapes themselves. Try moving your shapes around until you find the best arrangement. Try several different arrangements. Arrangements should have 3 colors and at least 1 inside and 1 outside shape. Once you're happy with your final arrangement, it's time to glue your shapes down. It's important to keep the shapes as they are laid down and just lift up the edges and glue the shape. If you have any overlapping pieces, make sure to glue the piece that's on the bottom before you glue the piece that's on top. Trim off any edges that hang over. Now you can create a title for your piece. How about writing a paragraph about what's happening in your cut paper collage?